Alright, Hayes Mega here. I'm doing a figure show and tell for this figure right here. You can't tell what's in it, but you can tell from like the background and what anime it's from. It's from Kino no Tabi, or Kino's Journey. So this recently came out and I had to buy it. I have seen this figure before. I have seen it at I saw it at Fanime, I think. I think they had it at Fanime, or it was Anime Expo. It was one of those. And I think it was at the Crunchyroll booth or something. I saw it and I was like, oh, I have to have it. And I like to fight anime motorcycle figures. So you can see this is my case right here. I got a whole bunch actually, but I haven't unboxed them yet. But yeah, that's one of them, and then I got a bunch of figures up there, but I still have to take out. But yeah. So anyway, this is it. This is the figure right here. Very interesting box. It's like a suitcase is what it is. It's like for traveling, a suitcase for traveling. And there is no window on it at all. It's a pretty big box, so I have to. Oh, there is kind of a picture on it right here. And I guess that's what the figure is going to look like. It's a 1/10 pre-painted scale figure. So it's like kind of between it's kind of like, it would be kind of between the Rin here, because I don't think that's a 1/10. That looks like it's a 1/8 or 1/9 or something. This is more like a 1/10 scale. And the Miku there is a 1/12 scale. So when we get Hermes out, we'll check it out. But yeah, this is a figure of Kino and Hermes. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. You get the bike and you get the figure at the same time. So I'll let you know how much I paid for this. I got this on AmiAmi around like Thanksgiving 2018 for like 14,840 yen, so almost $150. I would say it's probably around $140 US money. And the shipping cost almost $20 for, what did I send this? It was SAL. I think it would have been almost close to 30 bucks if and it was just this figure alone, so I had this shipped from AmiAmi in Japan. So it's a 140. The damage was 140, and $20 shipping. I'm kind of in the hole about 150, 160. So there it is. Let's go. Let me go take this. So it came with the plastic wrapping on the box. We'll take it out. It's not one of those figures that you want to display in the box. I'll tell you that now. All right. So I'll go get this plastic out. Okay, so we'll go take a look at the box more closely. I got the plastic wrap off of it. I don't know if AmiAmi did that or like Kotobukiya. So the distributor for this figure is Kotobukiya, and it's part of their, I guess this is here, Japan Art FX line. So we'll go take a look at the box real quick before we open it. So here on this side we have a picture. It shows kind of like a half picture of Kino and Hermes right there. It says, I'll use my knife as a pointer, Kotobukiya Art FXJ. So it says Kino Special First Edition. Oh yeah, so this is a special version. The first edition of this figure, I guess they're gonna make additional runs of it. Had a different, I think it had a different facial expression. We'll find out when we open it. But AmiAmi had it for the cheapest, so I did shop around, and other places were more expensive, so I decided to get out AmiAmi. And it's a 1/10 scale pre-painted figure, fully assembled, everything, you know. Here we got a little, kind of like a nice artist picture. This is based off of Kino no Tabi, The Beautiful World, the animated series. So this is based off the recent anime that came out in 2018. I think it came out in 2018. Alright, so let's go turn it around. So here we got it says fragile, handle with care. It looks like I said, it looks like a suitcase. And there's and then it's the other side of the box. It says the Kino Special First Edition, that same logo that was on that side. It says Blooming Prairie here. and special first edition with bonus parts. Oh, okay, so it has a head part. It has a head part that you can. Kino's hat, the like her helmet that she wears, is included with it. So that's pretty cool. That's the special thing you get. And then here we got the Kino logo again, and the other side, it's like luggage straps and stuff, and then here you got a bunch of info about the figure. I'm not gonna really go over it. It's in a bunch of different languages too. So this is made by Kotobukiya, or produced by Kotobukiya. There is actually a flap here. Let's see what's in it. This is the first time I'm seeing it, so it's got Velcro. I wish they used magnets instead. Oh, there we go. So that's how you can see the figure. Ah, so cool. I like it. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Alright, so I'm already getting excited. So here we got a big window. And you could, and now I said that you couldn't display this in the box, and now I'm saying you could display it in the box. if you would, you have to take this flap down though. So yeah, so there's the figure in there, and everything, and then the kind of the background. I'll go over the background now. The background is like kind of like, it looks like a wallpaper, sort of like a flower wallpaper. Alright, and then the flap itself, let's go look at the flap real quick. It has a picture of Kino, and then another picture of Kino and Hermes. And then some info about Art FX Japan. So this is part of Kotobukiya's Art FX line. Very cool. Alright, well let's go open it. I will not be displaying it in the box, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of get her out, and then we'll go over all the parts that she's come with. It looks like it's fully assembled already. Alright, here's we go. Okay, so also, if you're wondering how she's supposed to come out of the box, because it's got a very interesting box, there's some tape here, and here, little circle tapes. I guess you got to cut those and then open it and then pull the whole plastic out. Okay, so let's get this figure out of here. I'm pretty excited about this one. I had to do a video on this one. I'm a big fan of motorcycle anime figures, so. Alright, so those three come out, and then this goes back, and I've already kind of bent the box a little bit. It comes with a postcard in it. Out of the way. Alright, so there it is. There she is. It does come with a little postcard here. Let's go take that out. Let's see what it says first. It's probably, oh, okay, these are the instructions. That's what this is. It's very cool, man. I'm very impressed with the packaging. If you are a Kino fan, man, also I will tell you why I'm a big fan of Kino. I recently discovered Kino no Tabi like when the newer anime came out. I never watched the old anime, and I'm an adventure writer in real life, IRL. So there it is. And that basically what Kino no Tabi is an adventure writing anime, you know? It's an anime about going on an adventure, traveling and it just so happens on a motorcycle. So that's what I do in real life. So there it is. There's all the instructions. We'll go over it real quick, and then we'll go get her out. So here you got the instructions 1, 2, 3 here. Attach the luggage, attach the base, take care not to put too much weight on the side stand, and then attach Kino, and then that's it. Yeah, place Kino against Hermes as seen in the image. So there, and then that's what it's going to look like after. So pretty simple, only 3 steps, and it says a thank you for your purchase. I've never I've never bought a figure where they thank you for purchasing a figure, so, well, why thank you, Kotobukiya. This is a very, very special figure. Okay, so yeah, it kind of goes together like that. It's very, very cool, dude. If you are a big Kino fan, this is like the ultimate kind of souvenir type thing. Alright, so let's get her out. I will speed the video up, taking her out of the box. But basically I'm going to lay it down on the table and then we'll take her out. Alright. Actually, I'm going to lay it down forward because I don't want Kino to fall out. Okay, so I got her out of the. I got her and Hermes out of the box. So they even did a really good job on the packaging. I thought Kino was just gonna fall out, but there is a second piece of plastic holding her in right here. So there's no way she's gonna fall out if either way you open it. So it was fairly easy to get her out. I just kind of just cut the tape here and I just opened it up like a book, and then I just took everything out. So that's that. And so here's what you get. Go pan down this way. You get Hermes right here, and everything is in the plastic bag so it doesn't get messed up during transport. You get the base here, with a bunch of flowers. You get the luggage. Oh boy, the luggage, man. Boy, do I have some stories about luggage on riding on a motorcycle. They make your bike so much more heavier. It comes with a tiny little flower here. It comes with Kino, and then another Kino head. So it's not just a hat; it's another head with the helmet on. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna have her wear her helmet. But that's the choice that you get to make if you bought one of the first editions. So the first thing we should do is let's take the base out. So everything's just kind of just thrown in here. There's the base. I'm not really sure which way it goes either. And then let's take the flower off. I don't really know where the flower goes. We'll find out later. There's the luggage. Take the luggage out. And Kino was the last part in the assembly instructions. And it is a pretty meaty, the luggage. And then Hermes right here. I'm not really sure what bike Hermes is based off of. It's a really old motorcycle. Take it out very carefully. Okay, it does have a center stand. So well, not a center stand, but it's one of those funky stands that like it just holds the back of the bike up. And then let's start assembling her. Okay, so according to the manual, we're going to go put the luggage on Hermes first. I'm not really sure which way it goes. So that's the luggage right there. Before we stick it on there, it's kind of like the suitcase, kind of like the one that the box came in. It's like a sleeping mat or sleeping bag. Kino's jacket is on top of it. There's a little handle for the suitcase right here, and then there's two like kind of panniers here. They look like they're wooden panniers or something. It's kind of cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on here. It's like, not really sure. Okay, so the jacket is supposed to be facing towards the back of the bike, so it should be like that. Be very careful. Does add a lot of weight to the bike. You could display it without the luggage too if you wanted to. I'm not going to put too much pressure on it. It's just kind of just sitting there. So is there a side stand on this? It said there's a side stand, but I don't think there is. It's just this. Okay, you can't take the side stand off. So everything's fixed into place. Okay. Okay, so there it is. Now we've got to flip this around. This does not go like this. I guess you can put Hermes any way you want, but this is how they intended, according to the manual. And boy, does it add a lot of weight to the back of the bike. Luggage. I think it's supposed to be in there like that. Okay. And then it says insert Hermes into the indentations on the base. So I'm going to move the camera up here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So you can kind of see an indentation right here for the wheel. That's where I put it before. And then there's okay, so here there's two kind of square indentations right here, and that's where you want to put Hermes. So we're gonna go do that right there-ish, I think, like that. Feels like it's gonna tip over. Okay, so there it is. And then now the third step is to place Kino against Hermes as seen in the image. Place the individual flower in the place of your choosing. Aha! So the flower can go anywhere you want. It's an accessory. Very cool. And I believe, how do they want you to put her? Okay, her hand is supposed to be like on the tank or something. Like that. Kind of like that. That. I guess you can kind of put her any way, sort of, kind of. I think her hand should be on the seat. There you go. So that's why they want you to kind of lean the bike. That's why the bike is kind of leaning to the left a little bit. It's because she's going to be leaning against the bike. So, but she's not very heavy though. And so here is the flower. I guess I don't know what we're going to do with this. I'll just put it right next to the wheel right there. And then this is the other head right here. I'm sorry to say, I don't think I'm going to be able to put this on my rotating stand. I think it's too heavy. It's too heavy on one side too. But I can put it on my turntable. Okay, there we go, man. There's Hermes and Kino. So I'm just gonna do a quick 360. I'm gonna lower the camera a little bit here, and you guys can check her out real quick, and then I will check her out more closely. Very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go kind of look both figures over. Like I said, this is like a 2-for-1 deal. You get Hermes and you get Kino. Hermes is their package kit. they go together. That's what they are. Okay, so I've gone and looked Kino over and Hermes, and so I'm just gonna kind of do them both together here because Kino can't really stand up on her own. So the bike is very nice. I like the bike. It's kind of got like a chrome colored tank. It looks like there's something like some piece of tape on the tank here. I don't know what the deal with that is. Is it on the other side? Nope. So that's kind of weird. Yeah. So I don't really know what bike Hermes is. I'm not a big really classic bike aficionado. The bikes I know are from like the 80s on up, pretty much. This is a pretty old motorcycle that they based Hermes off of. But yeah, so it's got like a chain. It's got one of those stands that, and the stand cannot move. I tried to move it earlier. It's one of those kind of like a rear stand sorta that you see on those mamacharis. It's a V twin. Hermes is a V twin. You can see the fuel petcock right here. Pretty good detail. It's got a shifter right here, and the handlebars are interesting. It looks like it's got what has like lever protectors or bark busters sorta. And then there's a bunch of other weird levers. There's like a lever here and here. One of them might be like a compression release or something. I'm pretty sure Kino is a kicker. Yeah, there's your Kickstarter right here. There's your brake pedal right here. And looks like there's another petcock right here. And then I guess it has a push rod. It has the push rods for the valves. You can see that right there. I think that's what these two holes here. Just a really old motorcycle. They don't make them like this anymore. There's an exhaust coming out here. There's an exhaust coming out the front, and it wraps around to the other side, and it's a dual exhaust. Take a look at the exhaust. There's a little, there's a nice fender here, little tail light here, and then there's the luggage. We went over the luggage earlier. Very nice. It's a kind of like a, it's kind of a gloss black with a lot of chrome and silver. And it's got a nice headlight, little fender in the front, spoke wheels, really skinny wheels, and yeah, and then it has like a, yeah, it has a dual, it kind of has like a dual gas tank sort of. There's like two filler caps, and then there's a like a speedometer or something there, and then the forks. It has like a dual forks. Kind of has like a dual fork, sort of, kind of. Yeah, it's like there's a fork here and there's like a fork here. Maybe one of these has the springs and one of these has like the damper, you know. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with these old bikes, you know. And this looks like a radiator or an oil cooler or something. It's probably an oil cooler is what I'm thinking. Or maybe it's a battery or something, who knows. And it is a chain drive right here. It's kind of got like a kind of a tubular type swing arm, and it's got kind of like a little springy seat here. That's it does have suspension. You can see the spring right here, and the seat does have springs too, so that's part of your suspension also. Yeah, they don't make bikes like that anymore. That's like all I have to say. So yeah, that's Hermes. I think that it's pretty good for a motorcycle figure. I would pay like, I don't know, up to like $50 for something like this. So this is a 110 scale. You can see we'll put it right next to my other bikes later, just to get a good size for it. So that was Hermes, pretty cool. Hermes with the luggage, and then there's Kino herself, and you can see there's a lot of green paint. It's kind of like almost like a forest green paint, and there is some shading, like shading here and here, here, there are crotches, and the legs. So there is a lot of shading. It is good. The figure is nice. I do see like kind of like the color kind of coming off right here, underneath where her arm is attached. So that's one little flaw I can see. Her face looks good. Her eyes are on straight. Also remember, I got a second head. We'll go take a look at that after this. And then she's got, oh, that's right, she had two guns. That's right, she got another one later in the series, but this is their kind of semi-automatic pistol, and then here we got the revolver. And then I guess these are like ammo cases. Pretty cool. Very good attention to detail. So I want to say, I don't think, probably could take those guns off, but they're probably glued onto her. So, and then like she's kind of like, her hand is on the tank and the seat right there. That's how she's holding herself up. So pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't see any weird kind of mold stuff. There's some dust on the figure already. It's probably just my fault. The laces don't seem to be painted. They're the same. It's like they're just all the same color. So it's not like a super detailed figure, but it's all right. Her buckle, you can tell like she's got like a brass kind of buckle on her belt. It's got a lot of brass and leather. Yeah, she's got kind of like a brass and leather around her She's got like a green hair. All right, so we're gonna go I'm gonna go put the optional head on her, and I believe that is what we will be doing. That's what I'll be displaying her with. Okay, so I got the Kino here, and I've taken her head off. It's pretty easy. You just kind of pull it off, and then it's keyed, so you can't put it on wrong. At least I don't think you can put it on wrong. Pretty gentle. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then just put her back on. Just make sure I kind of lined up her hand with the seat and the tank. And she's good to go. Alright. So I do notice that you see less of her face. You kind of have to look down. So if you want to see Kino's beautiful face, maybe this is not the head for you. But if you look at it at a lower angle, like this is what I'm talking about. If I go move the camera up on its tripod, you kind of can't see her eyes, you know. I'll go ahead and move it back down. Okay, well there it is. So that is Kino with the head. It's pretty cool. She's got goggles on, and it's pretty well painted. Everything's looks like it's in the lines and everything. And you can kind of see that the paint, yeah, it's kind of like a transparent material on the goggles. Pretty cool. It's got the little ear flaps here for if your ears are cold. And then yeah, so I mean those were the helmets back in the days. It was just kind of like a leather cap, you know. Boy, how times have changed, but you can still see her face. That's good. So I think I'm gonna be keeping it like that. So if you wanted the helmet version, it's kind of you'd have to get this one. I don't know if you can get her cheaper if you bought a later model that didn't have that, but there it is. I'll go spin her around so you can have a look-see.